Hi, I'm Nico from The Authentic Desire and Are You Real Man? And this video is about a question of somebody that follows me. And I love it. I love when you reach out to me, so please do, because then I can create content that is alive for you. So the question is, what do I do? How do I stay in control over my behavior when intense emotions rush through my body? Emotions like, for example, anger. Well, it is a problem that is true for most of us. Like in our business world, we learn how to stay in control over our emotions, but it is a lot of work. And so, in our intimate relationships, well, very often we have a very hard time. First of all, because we don't want to work, and second of all, is because it is comes much closer to our hearts and it is thus much more important also to solve these things. But it's not so easy. So, what we will do now, I will give you a few possible ways in which you can handle your intense emotions. One of the first things that I like to do is to look at your behaviors. It is always there are always the same conflicts seem to be coming back. There are a few things that trigger your intense emotions. For example, with me, when a woman tells me what to do, tries to command me, demands me to do a certain action, I will not do it. I will become angry, and there will be a conflict. If they put that idea of what they want in my mind in a much more subtle way, man, I'm very happy to do it. But that's another thing. That's the subject of another video. But there are certain things that keep coming back. So I want you to take a piece of paper, write down the 10 last fights that you had, and you will see a certain pattern reappearing. Then I want you, from these 10 fights, think what happened that initiated my emotions, what happened in my body, if you can remember it, then what did I do, and then what consequences had it. First of all, what did you lose by acting in such a way? But also, and very important, what did you win? Because you do something, you become angry because of some reason. Okay? Then what you need to do is you need to be able to think, okay, this behavior is not really workable on the long run. You know, it hurts my partner and it hurts me in the process. So what can I do to do it better? And then think of an alternative behavior. Then, when you're in the moment, when you're much more aware of your triggers, you can start to catch yourself when you feel that emotion rising up. Then, a good idea is to pause for a second before you do something, before you talk, before you act, is to breathe. And just take a little breath, deep breath, connect with your body, really accept that you feel angry now. Don't try to force it away, because then it will come back, and it will come back with a vengeance. So really feel that anger. Think, why am I angry? And it doesn't take long, just a few moments. And then think, okay, how do I want to protect what I'm trying to protect? How will I try to get what I want out of this situation? Which I normally do through anger. And this will and this works very well very often. You will have to go through a couple of weeks of falling on your face, because you have this habit of exploding. So you have to retrain your brain to pause before you act. But sometimes, even if you consciously work on this for a few weeks, it can be hard. What you can do then is, every night and every evening, you read your triggers, how you normally react, and then your alternative reaction. But sometimes even then it doesn't work. And then we have to go a little bit deeper. We're gonna have to dig a bit deeper. So there are two options if there's a deeper lying problem. One of the options is that your past is hunting you down. There are certain things that happened in your past that hurt you so, or disappointed you so, that you take that pain with you and you try to protect it, and your subconscious mind is trying to protect you for more pain, so it creates certain pain. For example, I was a woman for the longest time, so I was very comfortable getting very close to women until they asked demanded monogamy from me, and then I freaked out. And so I had to learn to recognize this, and to recognize with a lot of shame that it was not because of my open relationships, my open mindset, that they were angry. No, they were angry. They wanted me to change because I did not give them the feeling that I saw them. I was being inattentive. Okay, but that's another story. So now back to the case. But to do that, to solve such subconscious patterns, some old patterns that have been installed very often from childhood, it is very hard to do on yourself. So then you can better work with a professional, and a good professional. Then the second possibility is that there is a certain things that you have been sweeping under the carpet. A lot of people, we learn how to be agreeable, how to not fight, how to not have conflict, but in doing so, by trying to avoid conflict, we sweep everything on the carpet until the pile of shit under the carpet is too big and we will fall over it right into it. Thus, when you have this, when you feel okay, something is wrong, but you don't really know why, it is time to really start to analyze how your relationship is going. Do you get what you're needing? And some guys say, I need nobody, but that's bullshit. We all need people. We are humans. And if you're not a psychopath, you need attention, you need affection, you need to be acknowledged. It goes even that far, like if infants do not get touched and loved, they have a 30% higher chance of death. They have found this, for example, in an orphanage in ex-Yugoslavia, where there was just not enough cash, to attend to all the children. There was just enough time to give them food and to clean their diapers. So those children died much sooner. So it is an inborn need. Or I'm independent. Yeah, it can all be. But we are not independent of our need to feel loved, our need to be appreciated, and our need to be seen.